Hey everybody, we're back. It's the Quant Edge Video Series, the preseason Week 2 DFS edition style of the video series. He's Derek Brown. I am Ben Heisler. Debro has yet another fantastic article over at thequantedge.com getting you ready for all the action for Friday night slate. So Debro, I know yesterday was profitable for you. It should be another great night ahead.
Oh, I can't wait, Ben. It's going to be a good time to sit here and stack some cash in preseason.
Always a fan of stacking the cash, whether it's early on, whether it's late on. Let's go ahead and get right to it. You have Buffalo going to Carolina. Right now, this is a game that has a total of about 40.5. It's only gone up about a point. Not a whole lot of implied totals for both Buffalo and Carolina. Buffalo going up from 18.5 to 19.5. Carolina down from 21.5 down to 21. As far as plays for tonight, I think you're looking at a certain running back in Buffalo that certainly intrigues you.
Oh, absolutely. Devin Singletary is going to be close to lock for tonight. I think Frank Gore is going to be out tonight. So McCoy is going to catch the start, but I think Devin Singletary is going to get a lot of run versus Panthers defense.
Anybody from the Carolina side that you're a fan of?
There's a few. Holyfield got a lot of run last week, and if you head over and check out the article, there's some nice little nuggets about how they treated him in the red zone last week. So with Jordan Scarlett back, he is definitely a guy that I think you have to get some exposure to in this game.
Might have Scarlett's number called as opposed to his letter. It's a terrible joke for you guys, but that's what we do here on the Quant Edge Video Series. Miami and Tampa Bay, a little Florida battle going down by the Bay. Total in that game is at 42.5, with Miami going up from about 19, close to 20, and Tampa's actually going down just about a quarter of a point. In this game, who are you looking at as a potential intriguing guy?
I think Josh Rosen gets a lot of run in this game. He's going to at least play a half. He could play anywhere up to 3/4 in this one. So he's got to be part of at least some of your builds for this slate. But the guy that's going to be uber chalk, that sometimes there's good chalk and bad chalk, and this is good chalk that you need to eat for tonight, and that's Preston Williams. I think he gets a lot of exposure, going to get peppered with targets. He was basically half of Rosen's passing yardage last week, and his shortest reception went for 16 yards. So the guy is going to get targeted deep down the field and get some run, and that's what you want.
And again, if you go over and read Debro's article at thequantedge.com, there's some really intriguing names if you want to run it back with a certain Tampa Bay Bucks wide receiver. A couple potential names come to mind. We can get into that maybe in a little bit. Finally, Chicago goes to New Jersey. East Rutherford to take on the Giants. That total in that game is about 42. Bears not putting a whole lot of emphasis into the preseason, so you know that the starters are not going to really be involved. But what about on the Giants side? And is there anybody on both sides that you're intrigued by?
The Giants, it's going to be a mixed bag. I think all the quarterbacks get some play in this one, and the wide receivers are a mess. The guy that could get a lot of targets in this one for the Giants, that would be T.J. Jones, if you're looking to wedge one of those in your lineups. The guy for the Bears that I can't seem to get off my mind, and this is not swinging for a double or a home run. We're going to bunt with this one. It's Ian Bunting. I think that he's going to get a lot of targets. Hey, it's professional transition. Ian Bunting is a guy that I think is going to get a lot of targets. He had actually one of his targets negated by a penalty last week. But outside of that, he would have led the Bears in receiving yardage and targets last week.
He's a really intriguing guy out of reports coming out of Chicago. Ian Bunting, a name to look out for. Also, Kareth White, a speedster running back that I think has an opportunity to have a big night as well. By the way, now that you're armed with all this knowledge and information, head on over to fantasysportsmarkets.com, enter our free Week 2 preseason contest, have an opportunity for first place to take home $50 to NFL Shop. You have nothing to put in, but you have all to gain. And of course, just for following FSM contests on Twitter, you have a shot to win $100 to NFLshop.com. Make sure you guys are going back to the Quant Edge to read Derek's full article. And of course, Elliot Chris information comes out on today's slate as well. For Derek, I'm Ben. Thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you soon.